Man, it has been a busy day in the NBA world as so many trades have happened, but the biggest domino has, well, not the biggest domino so far. So far, the biggest domino has fallen in Anthony Davis being traded to the Washington Wizards for Chris Middleton. Let me see, I just did this trade. I just did this on my own. So yeah, for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Marvin Bagley, Malachi Branham, and then I wasn't sure which picks it was. They said they gave up 2 first-round picks. It just said future picks, so I just gave them the Wizards pick this year and the Thunder's pick this year, and then 3 future second-round picks for Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Jaden Hardy, and Dante Exum. So initial reaction to that is low-key next year, the Wizards could actually not be a joke. But then again, you know, with Anthony Davis on your team, if he's healthy, that would be fire. But which is why I'm making this video. So this is not going to be just a normal sim. It will be pretty much a normal sim of the Washington Wizards today after that trade. However, the only difference will be I kept injuries on for the league, but not for this team. So I'm going to make them invincible to see how good they can be for 3 seasons. And I think it's going to be really good for them because they have very solid young core that they didn't have to give up really any of them besides AJ Johnson, which is like not the top of the Washington Wizards young core. So they're all going to be healthy for the next 3 seasons and they're all going to be able to progress. So like I said, they can make any trades they want. I'm not the GM here. I'm just, you know, I'm just here for the ride. So yeah, honestly, this again feels like, oh, well, it's making the best out of a bad situation. Let's start the sim. But I'm gonna say my thoughts on the trade are it's making the best out of a bad situation for the Mavericks. I mean, at least you get 2 first-round picks. I don't know what those picks are. Like, I don't know whose pick it is, but it seems clear that the Mavericks are switching their attention to the future. And wow, this team is not winning much. This is crazy. I am shocked at how bad this team is right now. Even like injuries are up. Like with Anthony Davis and Trae Young, I thought they'd be all right, but they have lost every game I've seen them play, pretty much. But yeah, for the Mavericks, I think this is probably a good move, like making the best out of a bad situation. Like ideally, you don't trade Luka Doncic away and you never get Anthony Davis. And the fact you have to move on from him like a year and 2 days after trading for him is kind of whack. But at least you got some picks back for him. I guess that's the best you could say. And so we missed the playoffs here entirely, and we traded away all our picks in this season. So that kind of sucks. But we'll see what they can cook up in free agency here, as in this first year, because I did start from today, and they were pretty cooked today. But yeah, we end up winning 28 games and with 54 losses. I think next year there's a real chance this team actually does well, as Trae Young put up 23 points a game this season. Anthony Davis put up 18 and 10, 15 points for Trae Johnson, 13 for Alex Sarr, and then 10 for Keyshawn George, 9 for D'Lo. So we'll just see what they can kind of do, because their season's cooked already right now, and I'm sure they're going to hold Anthony Davis and all of them out. And Trae Young has not played for this team yet, but we'll see. If they were able to hold on to their own pick this year, that'd be crazy. But since I was so early to this, they did not release the trade details to me, like which pick it was. So we'll just have to guess. Like I said, I'm not in control of anything this team does, so let's just see player progression, see if they bring anyone else in, see how much better these young players get on these Washington Wizards. Okay, Anthony Davis drops off a cliff. Trae Young gets worse, but Alex Sarr gets 2 overalls better. Trae Johnson gets 4 overalls better. Bilal Coulibaly gets 3 overalls better, and Bub Carrington gets 4 overalls better. DeAndre Ayton looks like signed with this team. Cam Whitmore got better. Will Riley got better. Okay, and Jaden Hardy got better. So that was also another pickup in this trade. So that's good for them. So if you go into this lineup like next season, 2026, with this lineup, with injuries off, you don't hate it. This in my opinion is like 4th, maybe even 3rd in the East. You got some young players. You could make a good trade if you wanted to, but let's see how they do. And I'm sure the Mavericks are set up pretty well in this. We'll just quickly check on them because they did have 2 picks, and I imported the actual draft here. So yeah, Dallas Mavericks have Kyrie, Cooper Flag's a 90 overall for them, Max Christie, Derek Lively, and it looks like they got Cameron Boozer in the draft. That's crazy. And Jordan Miller is on this team. Looks like Braylon Mullins. I don't know if this is a real guy. Probably is. But yeah, they had the 7th pick in the draft, I think from their own pick, and then Cameron Boozer from us with the 2nd pick in the draft. And they picked up JT Toppin from the other pick that we had. So that's a pretty good team over there. I would not be surprised if that team wins a championship real fast, just because 2K loves them. But we'll see how this team does in year 2. All right, and in year 2, we win. We are 5th in the conference. However, that's deceptive. We only won 42 games and dropped 40, and like there's a big drop off between us and the Detroit Pistons. So I'm kind of concerned about this first round matchup. I know we are invincible, which is super dope. That's awesome that we're invincible. My thing is, my God, Malachi Branham, our former players on their team. Yeah, I gotta show you the standing. That's my thing. I just gotta show y'all the standings, because look at this, bro. 65 wins, 52, 50, 49, 42. Why is there just a massive gap, bro? We were like 3 wins away from being a 9th seed. This is crazy. So this is like the fakest 5th seed we could ever see. So I'm not expecting much. We go up against Cade Cunningham, Malachi Branham, former wizard. Azor Thompson, Ron Holland, and Jalen Duren in the first round. Game 1 goes to us, though. That is huge. Despite Cade Cunningham putting up 43 points, AD put up 32, and we win game 1. I'm going to watch these with Simcast because I have no confidence in this team, even though they just won that game. I know we're invincible, but hold on. Score real quick. They didn't score. It's about to say, if they scored, I would have hopped in that game. Trae Young put up 24, and AD put up 24, but Cade Cunningham is being guarded by the worst defending point guard in the entire NBA, so that kind of sucks. I keep forgetting, yeah, Trae Young is bad at defense, like very bad at defense. So, wow. This is, all right, this one looks like it's ours. Yeah, we take that. Yo, we take a 2-1 lead in the first round against a very good Detroit Pistons team. This is crazy. They're still all healthy. I mean, I think, well, let me actually check. Are they healthy or are they missing some? See, look at this. They got Marcus Sasser hurt and Isaiah Stewart has a strained groin. Nothing that's really keeping anyone out or anything too substantial, but it's something. I mean, we up 2-1 on a team that has 7 more wins than us in the regular season. I'm happy about this. Okay, well, now it's 2-2. Okay, now it's 2-2. Come on, one of these be close. We can hop in or let us win. Either let it be close or let us win or both. Boom, that's 3-2 for us. I like that. 29 points for Trae Young. Game 5 in the first round. Yo, this team comes alive in the playoffs. Come on, hold on. Yo, we up 8. We won. We took it. They took it. They advanced past the first round. I had such low expectations. And Cade Cook put up 54 points. But we beat them. Yo, that's fire. So who do we go up against? We go up against the New York Knicks in round 2. I am not as confident in this one, so I'm probably going to watch every one of those games with Simcast, but it looks like Karl-Anthony Towns may be hurt, and that's the superpower of this video. Karl-Anthony Towns, is he hurt for the entire series? That would be huge, and that would explain why they kind of struggled against the Nets. Towns is out for 2 to 4 weeks, and Precious Achiuwa's out, but like Towns is out for the entire series. That is huge. That gives us a major chance. Game 1 is ours. Yo. Bro, game 2. This is without Towns. Yo, see, this is the thing. We up 3-0. See, that's the thing, bro. This invincibility makes this team insane. Like, I had such low expectations going into this postseason, but we got lucky with injuries. I mean, that's the thing. That's the part with injuries, and we win again sizably. As Trae Johnson was the one with 22 points, 7 for 11 shooting, 21 minutes. 22 points in 21 minutes is fire. So now we go up against the Atlanta Hawks in the conference finals. This looks like the normal team. Bro, revenge tour for Trae Young. I love that. I love that for him. It looks like they got Darren Peterson in the draft. It's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Darren Peterson, Zachary Richeche, Jalen Johnson, and Chris Porzingis. So it looks like a pretty much healthy Atlanta Hawks team. Yeah, it is. It's a completely healthy Atlanta Hawks team, but game 1 is frick there. All right. But game 2, we have a pissed off Trae Young. It's also theirs, frick. 44 points for Richeche. Yo, who's not playing defense? All right, I'm gonna watch this with Simcast. When in doubt, watch it with Simcast. I'd feel a lot more confident in next year's playoff run just because, we down 3-1, aren't we? We are. Just because we're gonna have another year progression, but that'll be the last one, bro. This team's gotta lock in. Yo, lock in, team. Come on, make a 3-0 comeback. Yo. I mean, as much as they do, we will progress. Come on, man. We got swept. That's crazy. I went through all of those with Simcast. Anthony Davis put 21 points, 10 boards, and 5 assists. 20 points for Trae Young, but 35 for Darren Peterson. See, the problem is no one on that team was hurt. You know what I gotta do? I'm gonna give us one more boost. I'm boosting the CPU injury frequency and injury effects to 100. So that should help us out. And screw it, let's increase the career-ending injuries. I'm evil. That not even like that matters because I'm only here for 1 more year. But I want to see people's careers injured. And look at this. The Dallas Mavericks, 1 year after the trade, win the championship. Kyrie Irving, Cooper Flagg, Cameron Boozer, PJ Washington, bro. And like Cameron Boozer's gonna get better. Frick. If it is I don't think they traded their pick this year. But like I said, I didn't see where it said that. But let's see this. So now, like I said, I don't have any control over this team. Let's see where they're at with free agency and player progression. I don't know how good Anthony Davis is going to be after this year. Hopefully he doesn't fall off too much. Oh my God. I thought bro even left the team how bad he fell off. Bro was at 85 overall now. Trae Johnson only progresses 1. Bilal Coulibaly gets 4 overalls better. So that's fine. But dang, 85 overall. That's rough. This is a rough team. We got AJ Mitchell. We picked him up at some point. Dang, dude. That sucks. Well, I severely overestimated this team's ability to progress. But at least this season, let's see if everyone else in the league kind of like just dies and lets us win. Because now we have 100% CPU injury frequency. So hopefully this invincibility thing could help us out a lot more. But let's see how they do. Year 3, last season together. Let's see it. What have I done to the end? Look at this. Torn left MCL. Victor Wembanyama, done for the season. Luka, ruptured left Achilles, done for the season. Jesus Christ, what have I done? All that to get us a 5th seed in the East. That is insane work, bro. I sacrificed the best players. Trae Young put up 23 points and Trae Johnson put up 17. And we got Damian Lillard at some point. That's fire. And Nikola Vucevic. When did we make trades? Yeah. Okay, we traded away AJ Mitchell for Dame and Nikola Vucevic. That's exactly what we did. How good is Damian Lillard and Nikola Vucevic now? 83 and 80 overall. Okay, I like that. So we have good center depth, and that is always huge for 2K Sims. So that's fire. So let's just see around the league who's dead. Oh my God, look at all these injuries. Miles Bridges, Colin Sexton, Luka, Brunson and Luka ruptured Achilles. Jaden Hardy, apparently he's not on our team anymore, but torn Achilles. Jesus Christ. Dyson Daniels, done. Malachi Branham, done. Jabari Smith Jr., Danny Wolf, Victor Wembanyama, Jake LaRavia, Dylan Brooks. Well, actually, these guys aren't done, but that's insane. What did I do? I don't know, but let's see. Who are we going up against? All right, is Cade, Tonde Yesufu, Azor Thompson, Jonathan Isaac, and Jalen Durant. I wonder if Ron Holland is out with an injury. That would be huge because then they wouldn't have him for the series. Yeah, look at this team, bro. Pecom Dadet is out. Ron Holland has a pinched nerve in his back. He's going to be playing like crap for the next 48 weeks. Luigi is out. I don't know who he is. Ben Simmons is hurt. Ben Simmons is playing, but he's hurt. Shocker. Well, let's see. So first round matchup against a severe. Oh my, come on, bro. You can't give me that one. Cade, chill out. Like I said, I gotta watch these with Simcast. Come on. We cannot go out like this. Cannot be their legacy. Ouch. 39 points for Trae Young and 20 for Trey Johnson. And we still lose. Cade, relax. How do we injure Cade Cunningham? Hey, bro, I have everything at 100. Can we win one? Sheesh, brother. All right, it's a 3-point game with a minute 22 left. We will finally get some action in this video. Minute 22 left. 3-point game. We're losing them. That's the problem. Old Anthony Davis, older Trae Young, primed by Lau Kutabali. All right, Anthony Davis kicks the ball to Trae Young. Trae Young working on Cade. Puts up a floater and misses it. This will be bad if we lose this because then we'll go down 3-0. Oh, good steal, DeAndre Ayton. He said to Trae Young. Trae Young dribbles the ball out of bounds. What is going on here? What the frick? Bro, can someone else guard Cade Cunningham? Because Trae Young can't do it. This is ridiculous. Put Trae Young on, like, I don't know, Yesafu. Bro cannot guard him. He can't guard a traffic. He's a traffic cone out there. He is lighter than a traffic cone. And for some reason, the way 2K's making him play, he's just all around negative for this team. Like, the way he plays just sucks, too. He's too small. Look at what he's doing. What is he doing? Like, when has Trae Young ever posted anybody? When has Trae Young done that? When has Trae Young ever done that? What am I watching? Bro, frick that. We lose that. We are down 3-0. Cade Cunningham is not hurt yet. Apparently, 37 points for Trae Young. But when I watched him, he went 0 for 4 with 2 turnovers. Bro didn't have any turnovers until I started watching him. What the frick? Like, why? All right, well, we're down 3-0 in the last season, so I don't know how well this is looking. The only thing that we could use that would help us is Cade Cunningham injury. He didn't get hurt then, but we won the game. All right, well, that's good. 3-1. Is there any chance we have a 3-0 comeback in our back pocket, or is this the end of the video? Oh, nope, this is the end of the video. Wow. Wow, okay. So that's... That's actually how that went. Trae Young went 28 points, 9 assists, 2 steals, 18 points for Trey Johnson, 17 points for Anthony Davis, 13 for Damian Lillard. This team severely underperformed my expectations. And I think if I let them keep their pick, they would have done better, I think. I don't know. The 8th seed Heat are the number, like, they made the finals, but Anthony Edwards wins the championship. So that's the thing. Like, if they freaking dropped which picks it actually was, I would have been able to do that. But hey, I think 2K is just a lot lower on this team than I am. I mean, granted, like, unironically, if injuries were off, next season, Washington Wizards are a threat in the East. Like, Trae Young has proven he can lead a team to the Eastern Conference Finals, and just imagine having Anthony Davis to lob it up. But that's the thing. Is he going to have him, or is Anthony Davis going to be hurt again? We don't know. But I think for the risk versus reward with this team, depending on which those 2 first overall picks are, I think this is good. Again, I think it's good for both teams. So, yeah, if you guys like this video, I would appreciate a like. And if you have any other ideas you want me to do, let me know in the comments. But with that being said, thank you for watching.